Okay, so we're going to come back over here, back to the northwest corner of the mat, and we're going to look at the cargo plane. So on the cargo plane, there are two parts to this model. There's the cargo plane, which is attached to the mat via dual lock, has a door, and there's another one of these containers. So there are the three that we placed in the home area to start the setup, but there is also this one. And the way we do it is we just load the container into the plane and bring you around from the front. It just rests in there diagonally. And then once it's in, we just want to make sure that the door is all the way up. Now mine's drifting down a little bit from the weight of the container. That is probably to be expected, but that is the initial setup. The next model is the switch engine. You want to start your switch engine so that the yellow bar is all the way down and pointed north. The accident avoidance model is right next to it. And for this model, you just want to make sure that there are two moving pieces. There is this yellow section, this orange section, and then there is the black frame. Both parts need to be upright. So if it's set up like this, you're good. This is not right, and that is also not right. So make sure both pieces are upright. You'll also notice that the yellow part of the model is facing the east side of the table. You also notice on the switch engine that the yellow bar is laying down to the north and the yellow bar is on the west side of the model. For home delivery, this one's a little bit easier set up. There's just the door that is set up all the way on the far east end of the table, and it is let me just walk over and touch it so you can see, make sure we get the right piece. We have the porch, we have the door, there's a handle on the door, and it just rests here. Nothing fancy about its setup. For the large delivery mission that involves the turbine blade from earlier, we have this part here, and it just is stationary, it's static, and it's dual locked onto the mat. And you might hear it referred to as the blue holder, but it's in place there, nothing special about it. The bridge needs to be positioned as well, so we will realign, look at it, make sure we have it. Okay, there's that, and I gotta look straight down for the mat. Okay, so here's the mat. That direction is north, this direction is south, so that's east. When you set it up, I'll lift this one up off of the dual lock so we can see it. Okay. This centerpiece has one side that's got a hollow, and then the top is solid, and you're going to lay it solid side down onto the dual lock, and just make sure you line it up with the rectangle. There are two halves to the bridge. We have the east half and the west half. When you set the east half up, it's just upright so that when it falls down, it'll rest on the center support. Same for the west bridge. When it falls, it should rest on the center support. The west bridge has this red latch, and when it's set up, it should be so that the west side of the bridge latch is laying down. But this is the setup for the bridge.